Hello everybody! Today let's learn about Antarctica. I would like to introduce this beautiful penguin family on an iceberg in Antarctica. Beautiful drawing. We researched fun facts about Antarctica. Did you know? Antarctica is a desert. A desert is usually classified by the amount of rainfall. And because it hardly rains in Antarctica, this is why it's classified a desert. Snow falls, but snow is snow. It's frozen. It's not rain. So technically, it's a desert. Fun fact. Antarctica is the 5th largest continent. So Antarctica is one of the continents because it has land underneath. Antarctica has more than 90% of the world's ice. The temperature in winter are between, so we have Fahrenheit 14 degrees to minus 22 degrees Fahrenheit and minus 10 to minus 30 degrees Celsius. Now in summer, it's about 32 degrees Fahrenheit and 0% Celsius, which is super cold and means it's usually quite frozen. No people live in Antarctica. No people. Only researchers and tourists go there. And the researchers are usually living there for weeks or months at a time, sometimes longer. If the Antarctic ice sheet melted, the sea level would rise about 200 feet, which is about 60.96 meters. Mount Erebus is the southernmost volcano. It has a lava lake that has been erupting since 1972. Organisms like lichen, algae, and moss can survive in icy conditions. Penguins can't fly, but they use their wings to glide through the water. Just little fun facts. We have some animals that live in Antarctica, so we have seals, octopus, penguins, whales, seagulls, and birds. Antarctica is one of the best places for scientific research. So here's a picture of Antarctica. This is around what it looks like. And remember, there's land underneath as well. And Antarctica belongs to nobody. It belongs to everybody, basically, to all countries. Here we have a picture of an enormously big iceberg, and you can see that most of the ice is underwater. So when you do an experiment with an ice cube in water, you can see that most of it is floating under the water and only a little bit sticks out the top. You can do this as an experiment and do different sizes of ice cubes as well. So we researched a little bit more into icebergs and scientists. So icebergs are large chunks of ice that break off from glaciers. Icebergs float in the ocean, but are made from frozen fresh water, not salt water. 90% of an iceberg is below the water's surface. Although icebergs are extremely heavy, they float for the same reason that an ice cube floats in a glass of water. Because ice is less dense or lighter than water. As water freezes, it expands. This is why your ice cube is bigger in volume than the water you froze. So if you take an ice cube tray, you fill it with water to the top level, you will see that once they're frozen, they would have risen up a little above the ice cube tray edges. So which means ice expands as it freezes. Or as water freezes, it expands. So here's the another iceberg picture there. And you see how much of it is actually underwater. So what do scientists study in Antarctica? They study astronomy, astrophysics, biology, the climate, weather, and geology. The research in Antarctica has 3 goals. To understand the region and its ecosystems, to understand its effect on the climate, and to use this region to study the upper atmosphere and space. It's a very good place to study space because the air is so clear. The scientists in Antarctica live on a base or research station where everything is provided for them. But everyone still needs to help out with mundane tasks like washing dishes and cleaning. So here is a picture of the scientists in Antarctica. Here they're doing some kind of experiment with a weather balloon. I will link a couple of videos below this video that you can watch. I found them on YouTube and they explain what it's like to live in Antarctica as a scientist. It's very interesting, and have fun researching about Antarctica as well. You can even research a little bit more on exactly the sciences or the science that takes place there. So why, for example, is astrophysics or astronomy studied in Antarctica? Why is it better to study those things in Antarctica? Have fun researching your subject about science or icebergs or Antarctica or maybe snow or penguins. And have fun. See you in the next video. Bye.